Hi, Ron. We're back with another question from a member. The question is, could you tell us about the moon? Is the moon artificial and hollow based, used to control our emotions, and is it a portal for other entities?
Um, there's a lot of hmm. The moon on the other side of the moon. There's all kinds of creations. The moon is always facing us from one side. It doesn't turn around in a circle. It's just there, and so we don't see the other side. But on the other side is all kinds of stuff. It's a place where they go out into space from, and there's bases there. There's okay. Is it hollow? I don't know for sure, but I believe it is. Is the Earth hollow? It's a big rock, but the Earth has a crust that's about 400 miles thick. And there is an inner Earth. There are people who live there. Uh, Admiral Byrd was flying in his plane and playing towards the North Pole, and his plane was taken over by people living in the Earth. And they brought their plane down, and it landed. And then they said, "Tell your people to quit doing nuclear stuff because it's affecting us. You got to stop it. Can't do it anymore." Well, they put him back in his plane, and it took off, and they got it out of the inner Earth, and then they had their story to tell. I think the moon is the same way. I don't know that they have inside or what's there. I don't really care. Here on the Earth, the moon is beautiful. It's romantic to see the moon and the pictures that you see of that and the way it looks is just beautiful. I'd rather see it that way than if it has other things to it. If there's portals for other entities, it's okay, good. Um, and it doesn't matter to me if the portals are for the good people or for the bad people. We coexist together as we raise our body and go into the ascension process, go into the third, fifth dimension. All of that just it doesn't matter. What does matter? Matter unorganized is unorganized molecules or atoms. The lowest part is adamantine particles. And when you create something, you go to matter unorganized and get the nature kingdoms spirits, and they bring forth and through the fulfillment center, it creates. Let there be light. Well, there it was. We got the light. Let there be the earth, and there was the earth. All of that sort of stuff. It sounds like it just happened. And yes, that's true. It just happens because there is an eternal now that we are not aware of, and everything like that is we're going to learn about it. We're going to live forever. You want to live forever? How do you know how to do that? Our spirits do. In a spiritual form, we do. On an earthly form, we can ascend and take our body with us, or we can leave it in the ground and it turns into the dust of the ground and all that sort of stuff. Look under the bed and somebody's coming or going because it's really dusty under there. You can say that to your kids and play with it. We're going to be all knowing, just like our Father, just like we were born. And so let's just prepare ourselves for that. Okay. The moon is, in my opinion, is hollow. How thick is the crust? I don't know. I haven't a clue. See, those are the things. If somebody really wanted to study it and do all that sort of stuff, then they could inquire and find out all of those answers. But I'm not interested in it. I'm doing Love One Society. That's my purpose for here, in this existence, in this time, in this place, with this body. Um, we all have our purpose for being here. I would not be surprised if everybody in Love One Society and many others have ascended many, many, many times, ascended into the higher, and then you come back and you do it again because it was fun. I mean, it's boring living in the spirit. What do you do? Well, the only thing you do is you figure out what you want to create. And if you're not doing that, then you're not doing a very good job of creating, which is impossible because we're perfect creators. Period. Exclamation point. Okay, so danced around that question a little bit. Hope it makes some meaning to you. So let's move on to the next question.
Thank you so much, Ron, for that question. And I'll hold mine in regards into the cheese and the man on the moon a little bit later. But we will be right back with another question from a member.
Okay.